Welcome to 8th class Physical Science English Medium Friction chapter. This is part 2. I am D. Chandramouli, working as a school assistant, ZBSS, Torur, Mandal, Torur. Today, part 2, friction part 2. Before that, we have to learn about the friction before class. In that, we have done one activity, trial activity, and we know about the acceleration also. Today, we go to the new factors affecting friction. To observe the picture, set up an inclined plane on the horizontal floor. Use a wooden board as inclined plane. Put a mark at any point A on the inclined plane. Now let a glass, marble or ball move down from this point. Note the distance covered by the glass marble from the bottom of the inclined plane to point where it comes to a stop. Now spread a cloth over the floor. Make sure that there are no wrinkles in the cloth. Try again with glass marble and now note down the distance. And to observe the video, please observe the cues, observe the video. Here what you are observe, the icy surface, and second one is the road surface. Why it is difficult to walk on the smooth surfaces? Thinking about this icy surface and road surface. In that icy surface, to motion and the road surface motion, to observe this friction. This is the road surface. In that road surface, it has a rough surface. Second one is the smooth surface, the less friction force. The frictional force depends on the nature of the surfaces in the contact. Rough surface and smooth surface. So observe the figure, a ball through in the air on ground. The air goes to long and its friction in liquid and gas less than oven. Observe this activity to take a spring balance and weight the plastic box and to take the experiment. In this experiment box is a smooth surface, the weight and pull the ball and observe the weight also. In this figure we have the liquid and gases also exert the friction. Liquid gases friction also less than this. And the third one is the friction force depends on the weight of the body. And fourth one is the frictional force is an independent of the area of the contact. These are the four we have to learn about this in this chapter. And and effect of area, contact and frictional force. In this figure we observe the pulling a brick with a spring balance. First of all, we have to tie a spring around a brick and pull the brick by using a spring balance. We use spring balance as a device to measure the applied force. In a spring balance, the spring is stretched by the applied force. The change in the length of the spring is proportional to the applied force. So, the scale of the spring balance directly gives the applied force. In newtons and in the same spring balance, the force is given in kilograms weight also. Pull it to move the brick. Note down the reading of the spring balance. When the brick just begins to move, many forces to act on the brick in the horizontal direction. Two forces act on the bricks in the horizontal direction. What is that two? One is the one of the friction and the other one of the force applied. Friction is small f and force applied is to take the capital F by you. The applied force is equal to maximum limit of the fractional force. At the instant when the brick just begins to move, but they act in the object direction, you can note down its value by observing the reading of the spring balance. In this way, we can measure the maximum frictional force offered by the surface. Now, turn the brick upright so that the contact area with the floor becomes small. Repeat the same experiment and measure the friction using the spring balance. How does the frictional force carry with the change in the area of contact? The frictional force appears to the same both in cases, irrespective of the area of contact of the surfaces. So, the frictional force is dependent of the area of contact. Here, to see the experiment and effect of the force on friction. As above activity, we do the bricks on the horizontal force and pull it, the spring balance, attach it and measure the frictional force. Now put another brick over the brick, tie to the spring balance or press it vertically with your hand and then measure the force of the friction as described above. Is there any difference between the frictional force in two cases? If yes, why? From the above activity, we can understand that when we add a bricks to the existing bricks or apply a force by pressing it vertically, the normal force increases and hence we find there is an increases in the frictional force. So, frictional force is proportional to the normal force. That is, frictional force is proportional to normal force, where proportional is the symbol of, this is the symbol of proportional to. Now, here please observe the activity. What about I will tell you, please once again to observe the activity. This is also same activity. Please observe the video. Here activity observing what we have to learn here. Before that, to observe the video, in this activity we have to take one brick, tie the spring around the brick to observe the figure. Now place the bricks on the such a way to the force and a greater width of the contact of the force to the table, and take a spring balance and attach the one of the end of the brick. Now pull the spring balance slowly. Keep on increasing the full balance spring until the bricks just begins to move. Note down the reading of the spring balance and repeat the same process by replacing the brick upright on the skin so that the smallest in the contact with the table surface, and To observe the figure, once again observe the reading the spring balance. What is we have to observe? We have to observe the same readings in the spring balance with the both cases irrespective of the area of the contact of the surfaces. And we learned that there are two forces acting in the brisk, the horizontal direction. One of the force direction small f and other of the applied force capital F. So that applied force is equal to the maximum limit of the frictional force at the instant when the brisk is moved. Hence, we can conclude that the limiting the friction independent of the area of cross section in contact with the other brisk. This is the experiment, and in this friction lesson, finally, is the friction necessary? Do you think? Yes. Try to walk on muddy or slippery surface. Why do you find it difficult to walk on the slippery surfaces? You cannot walk or run without friction. Let us see the things that will not happen in the world if friction was not present. We will not have any cars, bicycles or scooters. All of them move only because of friction. Even if somebody pushes a car, we will not able to stop it by applying the brakes. Carpenters will not be able to smoothen surfaces. You will not be able to hold any appliances such hammer, soap, etc. It will not possible to write with a pen or pencil if there is no friction. You would not able to fix a nail on the wall. No building could be constructed if there were no friction. All these above examples are tells importance of friction. So it has must be have friction. Finally, this is the friction. Is the friction necessary? Yes. Thank you one and all.